So we need iron because I am in what you would call an iron drought. But we have like no iron. We desperately need iron. Because until I'm able to enchant my gear, I really do want to be using iron. But the reason why is this armor's in absolute pieces. It's not going to take much for the leggings to break. Unfortunately enough, my sword is also living one of the worst possible lives it could possibly live. I don't have an iron axe. I'm just living the life with all the stone axes I could possibly own. Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't know if you guys heard that, but what the actual heck was that noise? You know what? I'm just going to ignore that for my own sanity. I have never heard that sound in Minecraft before. And it's probably played at some point, but for the life of me, when I'm like playing Minecraft alone most of the time, I'm like watching something else and have the game muted. So I legitimately have not heard some of the spooky cave sounds before. Man, I wish Optifine, or rather Optifabric, worked with all the mods I have installed. Because I really would have loved to have not had to use as many torches as I've used. But that doesn't matter. I hate gravel. Every time I see it, a part of me dies. Whether that's literally or figuratively, I don't think we'll ever find that out. Every time I see gravel, I'm always like, oh, I should have made a shovel. I know I'm never gonna make a shovel. I'm just saying words at that point. We're finally going to actually have some resources. Isn't that great? That's a lot of iron, but it's still not enough to make me happy quite yet. I feel like there's more to be done. At this point in time, I'm just going to ignore every single piece of copper I see because I already have so much of it. I literally do not need any more. I'm going to have so much cobblestone. For someone who really doesn't want any more cobblestone, I'm going to be having a lot of it. At this point, I should just turn the stone chest into a just cobblestone chest because I just have so much. I've got half a stack of iron, which is a lot for someone who has essentially no iron. I can only be, like, down in this area for so long before I just lose it. I guess today is just going to be finding iron day. Which isn't the worst thing we could be doing. It's a necessity at this point, given generally how awful all of my gear is looking. I don't think I have ever seen my gear be in more fragments than it is currently. And that's saying something because, boy, has my armor gone through a lot each and every playthrough I've had of this game. Oh, love the little zombie sounds. I'd rather the zombie sounds than whatever cave noises were being made earlier. I really don't know what the deal with that was, and I don't know if I want to. Alright. Almost at the end of the tunnel so far. Here we go. Oh? Huh. I don't have enough blocks for this. So I'm just going to leave that. I guess I'm just going to head the opposite way now. Because that way just poses so many problems that I don't have blocks to deal with. Well, I should be able to find iron going this way anyway. So this isn't too much of a tragedy. I just want to find some to make some more tools. I'm hearing sounds of a skeleton, and I'm not a big fan of that. Oh. Yeah, no, I see exactly why I'm hearing those sounds. Oh? I wasn't expecting this from going this way. Oh my god. I was not expecting to run into that whatsoever. I feel like no matter which way I went, it wasn't going to be the correct way, was it? No, I'm going to deal with that. I may not have very much armor anymore. And after a certain point, I'm certain I'm going to have no armor. You know what? I heard another miscellaneous noise, but I'm not going to question that one either, because honestly, I don't think I'm going to get answers no matter what I do. Alright, I have like no armor. Don't make me regret this. Well, if I was actually smart, I could probably make a skeleton farm. Why everything's just underneath my house, whether I want it to be or not. At this point, it's not even a joke anymore. It's just a fact of life. I probably should have ate the berries instead, shouldn't I? I never said I was smart. I've never once started stream with the intention of making people think I was actually smart. And you know, having eaten the Ryan flesh instead of the actual food I have in my inventory is just evidence of that. It would be so funny if at some point I mine directly into another spawner. I don't think that's very likely, but it would be funny if it happened. Gonna go back the other way again. Because I really do want to explore the other way. The fact that I could possibly fall to my death going the other way means that way has a lot of potential. Let's see. Yep, that's exactly the kind of thing I was afraid of. Yeah, no, that's gravel. I was entirely afraid of a skeleton trying to shoot me off. There's a slime down there. Alright. I do need coal still. Not as much as I used to because now I have so much charcoal, but it's still something I would like to have. I hear the sound of water, which, you know, for me, isn't a good sign. Because that means I can get water damaged if I'm not careful. And I hate the fact that I am capable of getting water damaged, among all other things. I can go with breaking one more pickaxe before I return again. I just want to find a little bit more iron. I don't think I need this much iron at this point, but like, it's always a good thing to have. Just as much iron as possible. Well, at least we know where all the zombie Was I trying to say zombie counter? At least we know where some of the zombie sounds are coming from when we were mining. They were coming from over there. So. Could this tunnel have really gone on any longer? This is obnoxious. I run out of every single bit of hunger I have. I end up starved.